Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start the drive with Harris. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now, this defense for the Ravens, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Pickett on 3rd and 1. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. 20, 10. He will score. Touchdown, Ravens. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even.
Took away to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And as these guys enter play in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, You have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Pickett will look to pass it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Hindsight is 2020. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack on 1st down, Pickett. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Pickett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Ravens had 12-3 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up a throw. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. A handoff as they run the counter play. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. It looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Pickett back to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action, Pickett. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let him fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. Play action, they'll throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
60 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw near to a 1,500-yard campaign. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of following him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Steelers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient at picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Completes this one to Pickens. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Six yards left on 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and 10, here's Pickett. He gets it left side, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Will Fuller back deep to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket. No reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Pickett sets up play action. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Only needing 2 yards on second down. On the give, this is Harris. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
A final shot before break. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. They got the game working out pretty well. And most importantly,
when they run to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 62 yards. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff in the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
What's going on, guys?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Pickett. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. Here's Brett Kern now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, you know, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Jackson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Alex Highsmith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now here's another carry for Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I thought he had that one, and that was really a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fielded at about the 28. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after after this, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson now. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Going to run the toss here to Harris. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Pickett on 3rd and 1. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Pickett, fourth down, desperation time. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers triumph, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll run the option on third and short yardage. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll try the right side with Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 113 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Off play action. Pickett. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 13 yards. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9. Pickett. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fielded right around the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they will take a knee here.
Sports cars, what's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Baltimore, they run their record to 13-3 now on the year.